The leaders of Japan and South Korea hailed US President Donald Trump's announcement of new sanctions against people, companies and institutions that do business with North Korea, calling it a new stage of pressure. Both Shinzo Abe and Moon Jae-in applauded the move and pledged to work with the US on efforts to denuclearize the Korean peninsula. The UN Security Council unanimously passed a resolution to investigate the Islamic State group's crimes in Iraq. The new UN Security Council's resolution stipulates that the UN Secretary should establish an investigative team to help Iraq's authorities investigate the crimes committed by ISIS and bring them to justice.
The draft resolution received 15 votes in favor. The draft resolution has been adopted unanimously as Resolution 2379/2017.
There can never be adequate recompense for those who were forced to endure the wanton brutality of Daesh, and the dead will not be brought back. But this resolution means that the international community is united in our belief that there should at least be accountability for those who perpetrated such wicked acts.
The investigative team created by this resolution is part of a comprehensive approach to holding ISIS accountable for its atrocities against the Iraqi people. Working with the Iraqi and other partners, it will expose ISIS's depravity and provide an indispensable record of the scope and scale of its criminality.
US humanitarian aid has extended help to Mexico following the deadly and destructive earthquake which claimed over 200 lives. The US Agency for International Development will also give aid to the hurricane-ravaged Caribbean and famine-stricken countries.
USAID has deployed a Disaster Assistance Response Team, or a DART as we call it, to Mexico in response to urgent humanitarian needs, as the death toll from the magnitude 7.1 earthquake has risen over 200.
French labor unions have staged fresh protests against President Emmanuel Macron's contested changes to labor law. Protesters took to streets across the country waving anti-capitalist placards and angry personal messages against Macron. In a major embarrassment, US President Donald Trump mispronounced the name of an African country during a meeting with the leaders of a number of African nations in New York. US President Donald Trump twice made reference to the nation of Namibia. However, a transcript of the speech released shortly after the White House lists the country as Namibia.
In Guinea and Nigeria, you fought a horrifying Ebola outbreak. Namibia's health system is increasingly self-sufficient. My Secretary of Health and Human Services will be traveling to Africa to promote our global health security agenda.